Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 4 December 2025. It's Thursday night at 9 o'clock. That means it's time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel, and a knife sale we shall have. Got a good one for Christmas time, I think, this week. It is a very broad spectrum of high quality cutlery. Many of the items you'll see tonight will be suitable for Christmas gifts. Before we get into the thick of it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. It's just a normal week. Yeah, no special circumstances. So as you prepare to watch tonight's sale, the first order of business is be familiar with the terms of the sale and agreeable to them. I'm going to post them on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also print them in the description underneath this video. Also in the description, to help you with your understanding of how we do things and why, because it's a little different, I will post links to 3 previous videos on this channel at the very top of the description. And the first one pertains to you if you're looking to buy. It's called A Primer for Buyers, and it's a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale. It explains exactly how we do things and why every Thursday night. The second link would be of interest to you if you're thinking about using this weekly sales event to move along some of your collection. Almost all the knives you ever see in this sale are consignments, open to anyone. So the second link is called FAQs for Consignors, and it explains how this all works from the consignor's perspective. And then, unrelated to knife sales, the third link is to my rates and services video for the Apostle P Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. Great time to send in knives. Current backlog, just over 2 weeks, it looks like. So get them sharp for the holidays, my friends. There's nothing more embarrassing than being a knife guy, and when somebody asks if you have a knife and you pull yours out and it won't cut. Oh, the humanity. I can fix that. So, in the all-important video description, you're going to see those 3 links at the top, then the terms of the sale, and at the bottom, the reason you're all here, the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps down the left side, pricing down the right. In the pricing column, you'll generally see 2 numbers. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife, as shown in the video. The one on the right is the price of your knife as sharpened by the Apostle P Knife Service. And there will be next day sharpening this week for the first 4 items purchased to be sharpened tonight. If you fall outside the first 4, not to worry, your knife will ship in a couple weeks. Now, if you see the word sold in lieu of pricing for any given item, that means it has been bought and paid for by its new owner. So no need to send an "I'll take it" or an inquiry about any item marked sold, all caps, exclamation point. I think that's it for the preliminaries. Let's get the terms up on the screen for you, and we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First off, we're going to kick things off with 4 leftovers from last week. And the first one, it makes me cry that this knife is left over. It is from Cold Steel, and it is the Trailmaster in Sanmai 3, which I believe is Japanese layered steel, and I think the core is VG1. Does that sound right? You guys might know better than I do. Anyway, the knife comes in the Securex sheath and also includes a polymer reinforced nylon sheath, if that suits your needs better. Shall we take a look? Let's take a look. There we go. Oh my. This is a legendary woods blade, guys. You have 9 7/16 inches of Sanmai steel, and I think it's 5/16 thick. It is not thin. It is full height convex ground, and this one is wearing my edge. It is extremely sharp. The handle's 5 3/16. A stick tang overmolded with Cray X, read Crayton, stainless steel crossguard, and an aluminum lanyard tube. It is very near mint in box with a much better than factory edge. You can buy the knife brand new still for a web retail of $330. And then I believe this consignor at some point in the past paid me $35 to sharpen it. So you'd have $365 in this plus postage if you bought a new one. We ran this last week for $220, didn't sell, dropped it to $199 last weekend. It's still here. Your price for this week, and this is a last and final, it will not drop on Saturday. $189, no need to sharpen on the Sanmai Trailmaster with an ApostleP edge. Next up, oh guys, another lonely cold steel that needs a home. It is the Warcraft Tanto XL, also in Sanmai 3 steel. Oh, that, my friends, is 11.5 inches of Lynn Thompson American Tanto scariness. Check out the scales on the full tang knife. 3D machined black G10. 5.5 inches of handle. You have a Secure X sheath. And you have a pretty scary edge as well. Not at all bad. Suitable for home defense. I don't know. Making pumpkin videos. Yeah. Anyway, not a cheap knife either, guys. With the Sanmai steel and the G10 handle, these have a web retail of $360. We ran it for $210 last week and it didn't sell. Dropped it to $189 last Saturday. Still here. Let's go $179 shipped priority mail. $224 if you want me to sharpen that Tanto edge. That's the Warcraft Tanto XL in Sanmai from Cold Steel. Next, we have one from Bark River. I would call this a historically significant knife. It's Mike Stewart's modern interpretation and Bark River's reissue of the V44 Bowie. I think it's a World War II era military blade. The sheath never been out of the package. It has that convertible nature. You can use just the inner portion through your belt, stopping it on the dog, or you can wear it on the belt. Here's the blade. It is a bad son of a gun. A broad, thick, probably 211 thousandths, saber convex ground Bowie. 9 3/8 blade in A2. 5 7/16 handle in red linen micarta, aluminum garden pommel, black, red, and white spacers. Near mint in box. Out of stock. When this was new, it would have been about a $330 web retail knife. We ran this one at $250 last week. Dropped it down to $225 for the weekend. This week's price, all in, shipped priority mail, $215. $245 with my edge. The V44 Bowie from Bark River. Next up, and our final leftover from last week, a very impressive and not inexpensive knife that comes in a very unassuming box. This is from Demko Knives, the custom shop, to be precise. It's an AD20 with lots of letters behind it, with help from John Blotzis of Coppice Design. So, this Demko Custom Shop American-made AD20 is scaled in beautifully stonewashed titanium. It is wearing a black-coated deep carry right-hand tip-up pocket clip. It features the shark lock mechanism, which can be used to fling the blade out, or you can open it with that elongated hole. It is a Cust-designed recurve spear point in 20 CV. Blade length is 3 5/8. The handle is 5 inches. Lots of beautiful, usable real estate. Blade runs on ball bearings. It can be deployed and retracted in a variety of fun ways. The lockup is bank vault solid, as you'd expect. The action is beautifully silky smooth and free, and the centering will be dead down the middle. Condition near mint in box. These are discontinued and out of stock. When available, these had a web retail of $6.50. We ran this one last week at $5.25. Even though sold listings on eBay were between $5.99 and $6.39. It didn't sell, so we dropped it to $4.95 for the weekend. It's still here. Your price on the 4th of December is $4.75, like it is. $5.05 with an Apostle P edge. Demko Custom Shop AD20 Titanium Recurve. Next up, I have another Demko knife on the other end of the cost spectrum, and it's only going to come in a Ziploc bag with the left-handed clip included. This is an AD 20.5 clip point in its sort of base configuration. We have a gray Grivery scale set, which is some of the best looking Grivery ever. That pattern, which is milled in on the G10 versions, is molded in on the Grivery. And it's quite grippy. It features the shark lock mechanism. The blade opens with a thumb stud. And it's a beautiful little clip point affair, DLC coated. Blade steel is D2. Knife made in Taiwan. The blade length is 3 3/16, and the handle is 4 7/16. And you get the superb Demko ergonomics. Yeah. Ball bearing pivot. Flingable. Flickable. Lockup rock solid. Action is beautiful. The centering on this one is close. I'm going to say it favors that top scale ever so slightly. Near mint, no box. I did note very slight coating wear. I don't know, you could probably make those rubs go away with a little coat of oil and some elbow grease, but you know, it's sort of a chalky finish, so you get that if you've ever used it at all. So these are out of stock in this colorway, right? There are some black bladed knives available, but not in gray. There are some gray knives available with stonewashed blades, but I couldn't find this one anywhere. It would have been $140 web retail if you could find one. Let's run this one at $105 like it is, $125 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. The Demko AD 20.5 clip point in gray and DLC. Next up, rather early in the sale, we have the Rob's Pick tonight. Now, when I show you what it comes in, you're going to go, how could this be the Rob's Pick? Because it's going to ship in a Vosteed pouch. It is not a Vosteed knife. It's the knife, the myth, the legend from ZT. It's the Emerson design ZT0640. The handle design comes from the old Emerson Viper. The blade, distinctly Gentleman Jim, with that gorgeous California clip in CPM 20 CV. It is a titanium frame lock with the green carbon fiber scales over top, revealing the edges and the chamfers. It is a steel inserted lock interface. Locking up thusly. Rock solid. Blade length 3 13/16. This is a long bladed 640. Took very little sharpening at the factory to get it right. I love that. The handle is 4 13/16. Knife rides on phosphor bronze washers. Beautifully so. Opens with a thumb disc. It is perfectly centered, and I believe lockup is rock solid. It is. Very near mint, no box. I don't even see a mark on the clip. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Superb example. Discontinued and out of stock, as I'm sure you're aware. Sold listings on eBay range between $256 and $387. I don't think you're going to find a nicer one, unless you find one new in box. Your price, $250 like it is, $275 if you'd like it with my edge. Next day sharpening is available, and this is the Rob's pick tonight. Next up, we have another knife that is not coming in a box. It is from Benchmade, and it's the 15080-1 Crooked River. So the -2 had the diamond wood scales. The -1 has the satin finished, slightly crowned gray G10 with the clear, hard anodized aluminum bolsters, orange pivot collars, orange G10 backspacer, and a Parkerized split arrow clip, ambidextrous tip up. Opens with thumb studs, rides on phosphor bronze, has an axis lock mechanism. Thought I had that free drop-in, but there it goes. Rock solid lockup. How's the centering on that one, Rob? Well, pretty good. You could call it perfect if you wanted to. Blade is in S30V. It is 3 15/16 inches in length. It's been used a little. It's been touched up a little. It's actually got a nice toothy edge on it, just so you know. There is a little bit of bolster wear right on the corners. This knife has actually been in a pocket and cut stuff. Oh, the humanity. Rock solid lockup, man. So they are discontinued and out of stock now. Sold listings on eBay range between $170, which makes sense, and somebody paid $440 for one of these. How about we do on this one $150 like it is, $170 with an ApostleP edge on the -1 Crooked River in gray G10 from Benchmade. Next, we have another Benchmade. Oh, it's just a 940 BK, which they're not making anymore. The BK, the green handle and black blade, no longer. Here we go. Green, hard anodized aluminum scales. Purple, kind of a fine gear pattern, titanium backspacer. This is wearing a Parkerized shorty deep carry clip that's ambidextrous tip up. Not a bad idea. Knife opens with thumb studs, has an axis lock mechanism, and, oh, it must be on ball bearings. It's not. It's on phosphor bronze. And rock solid lockup. Your black coated S30V blade has some evidence of wear in the coating right near the tip. I think you can see. There you go. Oh, I see a little tiny nick in the corner of the handle. Another knife that's actually been in a pocket and has cut stuff. Your S30V blade is 3 3/8 inches in length. The handle's 4 7/16. Doesn't appear to have been sharpened yet. Pretty righteous example, I would say. But we'll, it's got some little marks on it and it's cut stuff. We'll call it excellent to near mint. No box. Currently available in naked blade for a MAP price of $240 or web retail. Let's run this one at $160. Like it is, $180 with my edge. The 940 BK from Benchmade. Next up, I have a Spyderco that's going to come in a baggie, no box. So this knife started life as a base Tenacious, I guess. HCR13 MOV blade, I think. Yes. And it probably had black FRN scales, but this has been upgraded to some Flitanium brass scales. One cool feature of this scale set is they give you mounting holes for left-hand carry. Thank goodness. It's a stainless steel liner lock, locking up nice and robustly. Blade rides on phosphor bronze washers. Not extremely free, but eminently flickable. The lockup is rock solid. The blade length on the Tenacious, if you didn't already know, is 3 3/8, and the handle's 4 3/8. There's your clip that's ambidextrous tip up as configured. And how's the blade centering on this Tenacious? Well, guys, it's right there. I think I wrote down perfect. I did. So you can buy this knife in its original form for $65 web retail. And then the Flitanium brass scales, what are they, 40 or $50 probably? So you'd have over 100 in it. How about we do this one at 50, like it is, 70 with an TheApostleP edge. That's the Tenacious with custom brass scales from Spyderco. Next up, we have a Spyderco in a box. It is a Paramilitary 2 Black G10 and an S45 VN plain edge blade. It is the latest PJ or plain Jane Paramilitary 2. There's your Black G10. There is your tumble polished clip that's never been moved yet from its original right-hand tip down location. So I bet it has not even been in a pocket because everybody moves the clip. You'd think they would have started mounting those the other way by now, but they haven't. It goes 4 ways, does that clip. It's a compression lock with a phosphor bronze washer pivot and a blade that opens with a hole in S45 VN. This one measured 3.5 inches, a very long blade for a pair of 2. So it was, when it was sharpened at the factory, they nailed it the first time and got to stop. Yeah, ooh, nice tip. The handle's 4 13/16, by the way. It's a beautiful example. And the blade would be centered, what would you call that? I called it perfect. Near mint to like new in box, available new for current MAP price or web retail of $199. We shall offer you this one at $140 like it is. $165 if you want my edge. The pair of 2, black satin and S45 from Spyderco. Next up, oh, Spidey fans, time to wake up. Here you go. The label's a little molested, but what it says on the box is what we have. It's a native 5 in fluted carbon fiber with an S90V blade. And oh, what a beauty it is. It's almost hard to pick up the mill texture on the carbon fiber because of that satin finish, but it is there. Got a very slight crown, sort of a big chamfer in this area. Midlock knife with a bushing pivot, a 4-way pocket clip. Makes a beautiful snick. It's got a strong back spring. There's your S90V blade. 3-inch blade, 4 1/16 handle. Lockup is absolutely dead rock solid. The blade's super free. Yeah. And the centering, let's see if I can get this out of the shadows for you. Anyhow, it's perfect. The condition, near mint to like new in box. This knife currently available new from your favorite Spyderco web retailer for $300. Map price. Your price for this one, though, $220 like it is, $245 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge. And next day sharpening is available. Man, that makes a beautiful noise. Listen to that. Yeah. So nicely done. The Native 5 in fluted carbon fiber and S90V from Spyderco. Next up, I hope you Spidey heads are still paying attention. We have here, in my favorite knife box ever, a Paramilitary 2 Smoky Mountain exclusive in red lava flow, fat carbon fiber, and a black blade. Oh, and the blade just happens to be in CPM M4. Yeah. 3 7/16 blade, DLC coated with my greasy fingerprints on it. There is your lava flow, fat carbon fiber, all black hardware. Running a titanium Casey Lynch deep carry clip that'll go in all 4 positions. No original clip with this one. Rock solid compression lock lockup, free dropping blade, and perfect centering. So I'm going to call it near mint because of a clip change. And I don't know, are there any? Yeah, there's some little character marks in the DLC. That little spot there. Oh, it looks like it was there when they did it. I don't know. Anywho. Let's see. Discontinued and out of stock. Wow. One sold listing on eBay for this exact configuration. It did $280. Sold. We'll offer you this one at $240 like it is, $265 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge. Your description will say Spyderco Para 2 FC LFCF DLC M4. Next up, from a company or a brand I've never heard of, WESN. I think that means Detroit, USA. They have sort of a Shanola vibe, don't they? Got a little pull ribbon, and I got some little shredded paper, a canvas bag, sticker maybe. So this model is called the Allman, Allman. I don't know if this is named after the greatest Southern blues rock band of all time or not. I doubt it because the Allman Brothers were not from Detroit, but anyway. Pretty cool. I would say that there's kind of a smoky coating on that bead blasted titanium. It looks a little darker than natural. Interesting clip on this one for an inexpensive-ish knife. Milled titanium right-hand tip up, steel inserted titanium frame lock, and a ball bearing flipper. Well, that looks like a blade old Horace Kephart might have designed. Not quite, though. It's a saber ground and swedged spear point, kind of a fatty, top to bottom. But it looks like it's only 1/8" stock, so it still should be a pretty good slicer. Blade length on the Allman is 2 13/16, and the blade steel is S35 VN. You probably already saw that. Handles 3 3/4. Not too bad in the hand at all. Ball bearing pivot, of course. Flips great. Locks up great. And centers perfectly. We'll call it near mint to like new in box. These are available new on WESN's very own website for $185. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, suitable for giving. $110 like it is, $130 with an ApostleP edge, and next day sharpening is available. The WESN, I guess, Allman in titanium. Next up, we got one from a fun brand. From Divo Knives. This one by way of Blade Binge, who is the retailer, I believe. And the knife is called The Binge, with a hint of lime. I think they also made like a hint of purple version. So here's the little cutie. We have kind of acid stonewashed titanium scales with a little dimple pattern going on. There's your hint of lime. Titanium backspacer, probably an aluminum pivot collar. Over here, you got a milled titanium right-hand tip-up clip, but it's actually reversible. And interesting grooves, right? Because it interchanges with that clip, which is a deep carry wire, so whichever you prefer. It's a front flipper, and I can actually do it, which is a plus. Might not matter to you, but it does to me. Beautiful hollow ground Wharncliffe blade with a swedge. S90V is your blade steel. The blade length is 2 15/16. What a nice little utility blade. It really is. The lock is not what you're expecting. This is a stainless steel subframe lock. I guess that way you don't have to depend on the springiness of the titanium lock bar and the titanium scale, and you don't have to put in a steel insert because it's already steel. But you get the benefits of a frame lock because the outside of the lock bar is exposed, so your grip actually secures, it's not a bad idea. So we'll call it near mint in box. Very slight carry wear. It's actually hard to tell what's wear and what's the acid stonewash, so you could certainly call it suitable for giving. Out of stock. When this was last available at Blade Binge, it was $219 web retail. Sold listings on eBay. Apparently, it's a hot little son of a gun. Sold listings between $199 and $265. I think $140 is the right price, though. Let's do that. $140 like it is. $165 with my edge. The Divo Binge, hint of lime. Next up, this is a save me from myself moment, please, guys. From Great Eastern Cutlery's Farm and Field Tool line, we have a 62 pocket carver in Rosedale Richlite. It's this knife and this cover material were absolutely made for each other. So Richlite, to the best of my knowledge, is something like a paper micarta. And this Rosedale has like a deep OD green or a medium brown cast. And then with the brass pins, it just looks like it could have been made yesterday or 50 years ago. Brass liners on this one. And it's a true, it's not a true split back whittler, it's a catch bit whittler, isn't it? Yes, it is. So rather than having the center wedge spacer, it's just got two straight back springs with a catch bit for the secondaries that keeps everything in place, that center liner. It sort of has a flat that catches on the back spring. So you got one Wharncliffe main on half stops with perfect walk and talk, and then a Wharncliffe secondary here, also on half stops. And another, it's a triple warney. A triple warney. Closed length, by the way, is 3 13/16. What a great sit on the porch and carve some wood knife. Just beautiful. I love that knife. We'll say near mint to like new in tube. They're out of stock, of course. If they were made more than a week ago, they're out of stock. Sold listings on eBay ranging between $210 and $239 in this cover material. Let's go $180 like it is $215 with an ApostleP edge. Be specific in your I'll take it because we have two of these in different covers. So this will be the 62 pocket Carver Richlite from Great Eastern Cutlery. Next up, another one that we have 2 of. This will come just in a poly Ziploc bag. It is from Leatherman, and it's the Skeletool CX. Very interesting multi-tool. So you've got your pliers with standard cutting jaws. You have a carabiner. You have a bit driver. It's the Leatherman sort of flat bit system. And the bits are locked in with that little like lockback mechanism. Okay. You get the one that's installed, and then there's one tucked in the handle over here that has your flat screwdriver blades on it. Other tools on board are on the outside of the handle, right? Yeah. You've got sort of a modified sheep's foot blade in 154 cm. And I think that's it. And a pocket clip. Overall length of the Skeletool, 4 1/4. I'll call it excellent to near mint, no box. These are $90 web retail. Let's go $55 on this one, $75 with an ApostleP edge. The Skeletool CX BK for black. Be sure to include that in your I'll take it, because we have a different color coming up later. Next up, we have a Leatherman tool that actually comes with a box. Son of a gun. And it is the Wave Plus stainless steel. I think we sold one of these last week. Looks like it's never been on the belt, does that pouch. One of my favorite snaps ever. And there's your tool. 3 15/16 closed length. A very, very premium multi-tool for the money. You got your needle nose pliers with the replaceable jaw wire cutter. On the outside of the handle, we have some tools going on. Your replaceable bit driver and your can opener over here. And then on this side, I got scissors. I got a jeweler's screwdriver with a replaceable bit. And I got what I will call a chisel. And then we'll close it up. And you got a blade in 420HC, which is locking, by the way. And I got a file. And I've got a saw and a serrated sheep's foot. I'll call it like new in box. Currently selling for a web retail price of $120. Let's go $75 on this one. $95 with an ApostleP edge. Definitely suitable for gifting. Next up, we've definitely never had one of these on the Thursday Night Knife Sale. It's from, hard to tell from this box, but it's from Surefire. It's the X300 Turbo Weapons Light, and your actual model number is X300T-B. So it looks like a pistol mount to me. And you get, there's a cotter pin and an adapter. I'm sure you can, it's probably meant to make it fit one certain manufacturer's gun. And it also comes with, it's a bundle, right? So in this carry case, come 4 rechargeable lithium batteries. They're 123As. 2 of them are actually in the light. It's got 650 lumens of output, and it's ambidextrous, as most pistol lights should be, right? It's got like a moment. It doesn't actually have a momentary, does it? No. So it's just a positive on or off in both directions. So let's see. This bundle is available right now on Amazon. It's a Surefire. It's not a Streamlight. $354. So how important is your light when somebody performs a home invasion on your place? It's pretty valuable. So we'll call this near mint in whatever box this is. We'll do it at $220. No need to sharpen on the Surefire X300 Turbo Weapon Light Bundle. Next, another light. This from Prometheus. It is the Beta QR V2, sort of. It is definitely a Beta QR V2, and it's definitely the 3-mode light. Let's see. There's your low, 1 lumen. Then you have a medium, 15 lumen, and a high, 85 lumens. Overall length is 3 1/16. It is black hard anodized aluminum. Notice that the quick release option or main configuration is not present. It's just got the flat plate on the end and the pocket clip. It takes a AAA battery, and I believe there's a lithium rechargeable in it now. It is very near mint in box. Discontinued and out of stock. They've moved on to V3. When these V2s were available, they were $65 web retail. This one can be yours. All in, shipped priority mail at $40. No need to sharpen. The Prometheus Beta QR V2 Lite. Time to turn the page. Next, it is traditional slip joint pocket knife time on the Thursday night knife sale. The first one, or the first several, from Case. This one is the 10154WCS Smooth Barehead Trapper in green canvas micarta. Oh, yeah. These, I believe, are a dealer exclusive for DLT trading. Satin finished nickel silver bolsters, brass liners, gorgeous OD canvas micarta. Closed length, 4 1/8, not a small knife, but slim. You have a full height hollow ground Warncliffe blade in carbon steel. Runs on a cam tang. Get your XX stamped diamond shield. About a 7 pull. Beautiful walk and talk. Centering is off. It'll favor the top scale, the top side of the knife just slightly. The condition, however, near mint to like new in box. They're discontinued and out of stock. I think they were like $95. Sold listings on eBay range between $70 and $135. And when were they made? 2022, these were made. Let's go 70 on this one. 90 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge. The Barehead Trapper from Case. Next up, what a little beauty we got here. Another one from Case. This is a 7149 SS Copperhead in smooth black sycamore wood. Wait till you see this. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. Standard Copperhead, kind of half canoe configuration, right? Nickel silver bolsters and end caps, brass liners, gorgeous sycamore covers. Got a single clip point blade in true sharp stainless, beautifully done. I don't know how we got rubbing here, but we did. It's very slight. Closed length
is 3 15/16. I'll call the pull weight a 6.5. Walk and talk just okay. It's a little hydraulic. Might benefit for some use and some lubrication. The centering is off. That's how we got our rub, right? But near mint to like new in box. Discontinued and out of stock. Sold, when they were available, they had a web retail of $89 to $119, depending on where you bought them. I think the $119 listing was Country Knives after they were sold out everywhere. You know how they like to do stuff. Anyway, let's go $75 on this one. $95 with an Apostle P edge. Definitely suitable for the stocking. Next up, it's our last case. And what a little beauty. Great first knife for a young man. It is, what is it? There it is. It's a 63090 SS Stockman. The small one. And it is covered in ginger ale winter bottom bone. Got a little bomb shield, nickel silver bolsters, brass liners. Closed length, just 3 3/8, great boy's knife. Main clip point in true sharp stainless on a cam tang. About a 5 pull, great for a youngster. You got your spay, got your sheep's foot. Very minimal rub on these blades. Easy to open for small hands. Near mint to like new in box. These were produced in 2013. Can't find one for sale or recently sold anywhere. Got to be worth $70. That's your price. And $105 if you'd like my edge on all 3 blades. The 63090 SS Stockman from Case. Next up, these don't come along very often. Tuna Valley, 100% handmade in the USA. So this would be the post-apocalypse iteration of Tuna Valley after Queen tumbled from the landscape. So this is the Daniels family taking the Tuna Valley brand to new heights. Got a nice little card here. Would have been nice if they actually put a card in the tube that indicated the correct cover material, but you can't have everything. They're handmade. That's a joke. It does not have green maple burl. It has beautiful buffalo horn. It is a Phoenix Jack. It is in 154 cm, and it was made December 21st of 2020. So the Phoenix Jack is a swayback pattern. Not too pretty, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah. 3 3/4 inches closed length, beautifully polished nickel silver bolsters and liners. Beautifully hafted. The blade, not thin. Looks over 1/8 to me. But it is a full flat ground Warncliffe with a big nail nick and a cut swedge. Gorgeous tang stamp. Not a light pull. I'm going to call it an 8. Walk and talk. Has the Roadrunner half stop. Nice. Centering favors the top. A beautiful example. And look at the figuring in that horn. Oh, man. So discontinued, out of stock, 2020 production. Sold listings on eBay ranged between $181 and $238. I'll guarantee you there isn't one this pretty. Your price, $170 like it is, $190 with an Apostle P edge. The Tuna Valley Phoenix Swayback Jack. Next up, oh man, what a beauty. Not generally a pattern I love, but this one just has something. It's a GEC Northfield. It's a 13 whip, single Wharncliffe, model 130124, in antique yellow spring field bone. Just look at that. So it's that small, slightly sway back to Congress pattern. Beautiful triple line bolsters, brass liners, slim profile bomb shield. And that bone, guys, I think they kind of nailed it. This is the best looking 13 they made. 3 11/16 closed length, so not a short knife, just a slim knife. And then that beautiful, beautiful Wharncliffe blade. Polished, cut swedge, long pull, Northfield etch. Very civilized walk and talk. About a 6 pull, and centering is dead down the middle. I'll call it near mint to like new in tube. Discontinued and out of stock. Sold listings on eBay for this model ranging between $155 and $234. Let's do $145 on this one, $160 with my edge. Absolutely suitable for gifting. The 13 whip from GEC. Next up, do you have an urban dwelling Gen Z flannel wearing bearded son-in-law in your family? I have your knife. From the Titty line of Great Eastern Cutlery, it's a 15 Urban Jack in Mexican bocote wood. It comes with a button. And it comes with some of the most stunning Mexican bocote wood I've ever seen. Look at that. Are you kidding me? So it's a 15 boys knife, right? 3.5 closed. And you got a main sheep's foot with some guy with a beard on it. Beautiful flat ground cut swedge long pull. Pulls at about a 5.5, perfect for your Gen Z son-in-law who works on a computer all day. He won't mess up his manicure. But still great walk and talk. And then when you get too much beer foam in your mustache, you can just whip out the comb and clean it out. Great walk and talk on the comb, too. Both tools are centered. Just gorgeous. Condition? Near mint to like new in tube with button. Discontinued, out of stock. No sold listings on eBay, but there is one current one. I think it's a buy it now. Guy wants $215. Good luck with that. Why would you pay that when you can buy this one for $150 like it is? $165 with my edge on that sheep's foot blade. It's the 15 Urban Jack in bocote from Great Eastern Cutlery. Next up. Wow. Another one. Save me, boys. Save me. A long tube from the Farm and Field line of Great Eastern Cutlery with a bullbuster inside. Model 215124 in polished natural linen micarta. What a stunner. I mean, just look at that. Yeah. 4 5/8 inches closed. The blade on a solid 8 pull is that stunning drop point in 1095 with the bullbuster etch. All steel construction except for a brass lanyard tube. Unbelievable walk and talk. I'm calling the centering very, very close. I think it favors the bottom side as you're looking at it, but very slightly. Near mint to like new in tube, discontinued, out of stock. Sold listings on eBay between $158 and $215. I don't think you're going to find a nicer one. Let's go $150 on this one, $170 with my edge. It's the 21 Bullbuster Natural Linen. Next up, ooh. Did you like that one, but it wasn't Christmassy enough? Well, here you go. Another GEC Farm and Field Tool, 21 Bullbuster, model 215124LB for lockback in red linen micarta. So same dimensions, 4 5/8 closed, polished red linen micarta, all steel construction except the brass lanyard tube. That's good snap for a GEC lockback. Got your 1095 blade, little drawn swedge and a nail nick on that drop point. Very minuscule vertical play. Not like most GEC lockbacks. And a strong backspring. Good snap. Centering on this one, I'm going to call it perfect. Near mint to like new in tube, suitable for gifting. Discontinued, out of stock. Sold listings from the high 150s to the low 200s. Let's do 150 on this one like it is, 170 with an Apostle P edge. The 21 Bullbuster Red Linen Lockback from Great Eastern Cutlery. Next up, what a stunner. From Great Eastern Cutlery's Titty Ute line, this is before the numeric model designations. We just got a sticker on the back that says number 23, Bacote wood, number 055. There is no certificate in the tube, by the way, but it is a numbered knife from 2007 in Bacote that is polished, which you don't see much anymore from Great Eastern. So the wood on this is absolutely stunning. Chamfered bolsters, your engraved 055 numbering, closed end knife so debris does not get in. If you compare that to, let's say, that knife, you can see what I'm talking about. I love that design. Closed length on the 23 Pioneer Trapper is 4 7/16. Blades are 1095. You have a main drop point with the Titty Ute cutlery etch on half stops, pull weight, solid 8. Perfect walk and talk. Backside is a spay blade with your Model 23 Pioneer 1 of 250 etch. Perfect walk and talk. Both implements are beautifully centered. Condition is near mint to like new in tube. Discontinued, out of stock, and unobtainium. Look at the way the grain emanates from the shield. You can't get that lucky. Your price $250 like it is $280 with my edge. The GC Titty 23 Pioneer Trapper in Bacote. Next, here's a little beauty, a GEC Northfield knife. It's the 59 Schaefer Farms Whittler Model 592322 in Sandbar Stag. There is your mark side stag. There is your pile side stag. The physical match pretty good, better than the aesthetic match. That's always been pretty common on stag-handled pocket knives. They always put the pretty piece on the mark side. So this is a true split back whittler. I think you can see the center spacer in there. The main blade runs on a cam tang. It's a deeply swedged spear point. Nice walk and talk with about a 6.5 pull. By the way, 3 9/16 is your closed length. And then your secondary blades will run on half stops. You got a coping blade and a pen blade, both nice and long, given the overall length of the knife. Let's see. I'm going to call the centering perfect. I got a little bit of evidence of rub. Now I can't remember where. A little bit right there below the swedge. Any on this side? None on that side. Nicely done. Only one sold listing from this 3-year-old like new knife. One of them sold on eBay recently at $238 in stag. Let's go $180 on this one. $215 if you like it with my edge on all 3 blades. The Northfield 59 Schaefer Farms Whittler in stag from GEC. Next up, that'll bring us to the last Great Eastern Cutlery knife tonight. It is from the Farm and Field Tool line. It's a model 620324 pocket carver. This one in orange Delrin. We had a Richlite earlier in the sale. Let's do a Delrin now. Looks great with the brass pins. This is really a user whittler, man. You could just sit on the porch for hours and make shavings. And the orange Delrin is always going to look like orange Delrin. So you got 3 13/16 inches closed length. Triple Warncliffe. The main blade runs on a half stop. And the 2 secondaries are on half stops as well. Look at that. 3 warnies. Catch bit whittler design. So no center wedge spacer. Condition on this one is going to be near mint to like new in tube. They are out of stock, of course. There's one sold listing on eBay. It did $186. Let's go $160 on this one like it is $195 with an ApostleP edge. That's the 62 Pocket Carver in orange Delrin from the Farm and Field line of Great Eastern Cutlery. Next up, we've got Remington, the Cowboy Granddaddy Barlow. It's going to come with this envelope and some literature. This knife made in 2022 by Great Eastern Cutlery for Remington. Thank God. We have an American gun brand who's actually having their pocket knives made in America again. So you'll recognize this one, at least mostly, right? Although it's not a Coke bottle, it's very much GEC 97 with a straight Barlow handle. Got that big double line nickel silver bolster, gorgeous brass liners, beautiful saw cut bone, the bullet shield, sterling, the silver bullet, yeah. Closed length, 4 11/16. Blade steel's 1095. The single clip point blade is a stunner, long pull cut swedge, Remington UMC tang stamp, model number R9511, made in 2022. Yeah. One thing I'll say, got a stronger pull than any 97 GEC. It's about a 7. Beautiful walk and talk. Centering is very close. Condition near mint to like new in box. Sold listings on eBay for this discontinued and out of stock knife are between $225 and $230. I think there were just 2 of them. Let's go $180 on this one. $200 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge, and next day sharpening is available on the Remington R9511 Granddaddy Barlow made by GEC. Next up, another Remington knife. The one that got away. Also comes with an envelope and a card. Look at that. So I think this is on a 74 chassis made by Great Eastern Cutlery. I think. Closed length 3 7/8. Blade steel 1095. Covers saw cut bone. Interesting saw cut patterns in this bone too. I think it's pretty cool. Got the silver bullet shield, nickel silver bolsters, triple line brass liners, and that's stunning. Kind of a hay and helper blade, isn't it? If you're a GEC fan, got a long match striker pull and a cut swedge. These were made in 2023, I think. Yes. Model number R693SB, I think, or 6935SB. Let's see. Pull weight, pretty light, about a 5.5. But excellent walk and talk. Perfect centering. Condition, near mint to like new in box. Your price, $165 like it is, $190 with my edge. The Remington, the one that got away, Hawkbill by GEC. Next up, we're going to switch gears to a fixed blade. This one made by Bark River Knives, Escanaba, Michigan, USA. It's a Bravo 1 rampless in red and black Sure Touch, matte finished with brass hardware. Going to come in the leather sheath that is configurable for high vertical, low vertical, or scout carry. And here's the beauty. It's an A2 steel. The blade length is 4 15/16. The handle's 4 7/8. So Sure Touch is a micarta product, and I'm not sure what it's actually made of. The red and black looks great with the brass hardware. And the leather lanyard in black. Very nice condition. I don't know when's the last time they ran Bravos in A2. I always forget how great these handles are. Great all-purpose fixed blade. Thick stock. I think they're 211. Very near mint, in box, with sheath. Out of stock. If these were in stock, they'd be about $240 web retail. Let's offer this one at $185 like it is, $205 sharpened. Next day sharpening is available. The Bravo 1 rampless from Bark River. Next up, got a couple straggling Spydercos. Here's one of them. From Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. It is not a salt pair 3, and it is not yellow, and it is not Magna Cut. It is a pair of 3. Scaled in purple G10. It is wearing a Casey Lynch deep carry clip, which is positionable 4 ways, and I believe the original clip is in the box. Compression lock mechanism. 2 15/16 blade in CPM S110V with lots of fingerprints on it. 2 15/16 blade, 4 1/4 handle. Lock up, dead rock solid. Blade is free swinging. Centering is perfect. Near mint, kind of a wrong box. Current web retail or Spyderco matte price for this model is $237 plus the cost of that clip. Let's offer this one at $150 like it is, $175 with an ApostleP edge. The pair 3 in purple with an S110 blade from Spyderco. Next up is our last Spyderco in tonight's sale. No box. It's a SpydieChef. In the beautiful sort of dark stonewashed titanium handle. Black hardware, including the black deep carry ambidextrous tip-up wire clip. Opens with a hole. The blade is a Chef in LC200N. The blade length is 3 5/16. The handle's 4 5/8. I have a Reeve integral lock with a carburized lock face, no insert. And it's beautiful. No stick, no slip. Beautiful action. And perfect centering. I'm going to call this near mint to like new, no box. Current web retail or Spyderco map price for the SpydieChef is $303. Let's do this one at $190 like it is. $210 with an ApostleP edge. That's the SpydieChef from Spyderco. Next up, another Leatherman. The second Skeletool in tonight's sale. This one will be in your inventory as Leatherman Skeletool CX GN for green. This has got the black hardware and tools. You got a carabiner. You got a pair of pliers with a wire cutter. You have a removable bit driver. Phillips installed. Flat blade stowed in the handle. Ouch. And you also get with this one a genuine Leatherman bit kit that would at least sell for about 20 bucks, right? You also have a modified sheep's foot blade in 154 cm. Condition on this one is near mint, no box. So if you bought this new, you'd have 90 for the tool and 20 for the bit kit. We're going to offer you the whole shoot and match at $70 like it is, $90 for me to sharpen the blade. Next day sharpening is available. The Leatherman Skeletool CX in green. And that, my friends, brings us to the last item in tonight's sale. It is from Victorinox, and it's a model we don't see very much, and it's got some cool stuff. It's the 91 millimeter chassis, the big one. It's got a main spear point blade. It's got, what? Only one of the traditional two implements, flat screwdriver, cap lifter, and wire cutter. And then we got scissors. On the back, we've got a parcel hook with a file in the spine, a little diamond file, a corkscrew with jeweler's screwdriver. These are so cool. They just screw out. I love it. And they screw back in. And then there's a straight pin, I think. Yes, there is, right here. And not only do you have toothpick and tweezers, but we also have in this one a ballpoint pen. I love that. And a split ring and a pear tree. It's called the Compact. So it's kind of like a Tinker, but slimmer and cooler. In blue. I don't know if you can find a blue and new. The other colors are 59 bucks. This one might be hard to find. Near mint, no box. 40 bucks. Shipped priority mail. 55 with an ApostleP edge. The Compact in blue from Victorinox. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the ApostleP channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. So get your Christmas shopping done. All right here. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking. I'll talk to you soon.